Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up from 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Give to the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Badgers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Arizona State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game. Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Marked down at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's LaBelle. It's complete on the right side. Afterburner's coming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Torzine had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this defense.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And this offense has gotten all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Going up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll fire. Swings it out to the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Badgers line it up with a first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the 16-play drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either, with this dude rushing.
How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things that have to...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
The play action fake. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know it was incomplete, and I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll bring it back. It's Thomas. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backward.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's going to throw deep right side.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. He's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
it's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The aerial assault continues. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use them early and often.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. To the air, it's LaBelle. He's looking deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to pass, it's LaBelle. He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. The Badgers have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch them napping, take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's going to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
42 Spider.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Easy. Longer.
On third down, going up top. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down, you got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Back to pass, it's LaBelle. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to...
The expressway is wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the target. Pulls it in. Hit the afterburners, kid. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage like that, now you're able to attack and try to get a touchdown on this drive.
I can't wait to see next, Reese, if this offensive coordinator and play caller decides to keep his foot down on the pedal and maybe take another shot now that they're in the red zone.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The Badgers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Quick handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
The score, Wisconsin 21, Arizona State 7.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure.
He's off to the races. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 2nd down coming up.
42 Spider. 4.
Dropping back, it's LaBelle. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week